My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire Modded. We're going to be playing a new character in this episode, that character being the poker player. They start with 52 out of 52 HP as well as 99 gold. They are a former professional poker player. He fights with his own rule of cards tricks. Starts with the deck case. Each combat, the first 6 status cards entering your deck are exhausted, and has not completed all their unlocks. This character plays very dissimilar to any other character, so the series with them is probably not going to be particularly long. After which we'll rotate to another combat mod, another content mod that I've had my eye on for a while. So, how does this character work? A poker card. A poker card can be played to draw a card, so it cycles if you play it, or you can keep them until the end of your turn to enter Showdown. Showdown receives the Showdown effects from poker cards in your hand, maximum of 5 cards, and they're boosted by poker hand you score. I'll clear that up when we get into a fight so I can actually demonstrate what it's trying to say. Diamond X. The Showdown effect for diamonds is deal X damage to the enemy with the lowest HP. So if I have a hand that is like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and say a 5 of spades. No, because that's a straight. Damn. I'll demonstrate when we get into a fight. Choose a rare card to obtain for 15. Could be pretty good. Gambler 4, if you score 2 pair or better, the Showdown effects of all poker cards are increased by 3. It's Showtime, draw 1 card, trigger the Showdown, and Secret Dealer, draw 2 cards. Upgrades to draw 3. Ooh, that's powerful. That's real powerful. And this upgrades to draw 1 and then trigger the Showdown, exhaust. That's incredibly powerful as well. The Showdown is something that happens at the end of the turn, so triggering it twice in a turn is pretty ridiculous. I'm gonna go with Showtime. Alright. So let's have a look at what this is. Showdown power. This shows the power of each suit affected by buffs, relics, and poker hand. So currently in hand we have 2 2s, a 3, a 3, and a 5. So we have 2 pair. So because we have 2 pair, we get plus 50%. You can see Showdown Poker is showing plus 50% there. And that is a plus 50% on the end of turn effect of each of these cards. So 3 of spades gives me, what? X block, right? And 2 of spades also gives me 2 block, right? So 3, 2, and those are increased by 50%, which rounds down. So we end up with 7 block at the end of this turn. The diamond is dealing 5 damage, or rather X damage, but it's a 5 of diamonds, to the enemy with the lowest HP, and the 3 is doing 3, so we have... we have 8, but then plus 50% from 2 pair. And then the 2 of clubs gives 2 damage to all enemies. So we'll probably cycle the 2 of clubs to try and make our hand a little better. Sure, we lose the synergy with the 2 pair on the 2 of spades, but we're looking for another defensive card ideally. 2 of hearts. Probably don't want that one. That'll just heal us for 3 here. So hearts heal you X HP. However, they also have ethereal. So they're in the hand at the end of your turn and then they are gone. Pretty good, but I still don't want it. Oh god, I just wanted the defensive card. Yep, all of that worked out pretty poorly for us. So you can see we deal 11 damage and get 6 block. These are the things I was looking for, not one of clubs though. So the Trump Strike is deal 12 damage, number of poker cards in your deck, draw a card. Okay, happy to do that. Mulligan, discard any number of cards and draw cards until you have 5 in hand. Sure, I'll discard my low cost cards, I guess. Bad Joker, choose 1 of 2 random non-heart poker cards out of your hand. It has ethereal. So I have a 4, a 4, and a 3, so ideally I take a 4 here. Didn't get a 4. The 7 in clubs is pretty good damage. And I don't need any block this turn, so I'll just mulligan that. Neat. So you can see, the entire effect of this is... Hang on, am I going to do lethal here? Yes, I am. Cool. And I also get to heal. So the entire effect of this character is triggering effects at the end of your turn based on the poker cards that you still have in hand and what hand those make together. It's also worth noting that the upgrade paths for this character just upgrade the cards. All right, so 1 becomes a 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10. I don't think there are jacks, queen. I don't think there are any face cards in here or anything of that kind. Okay, 5 of clubs. Is that useful? I mean, it's X damage to all enemies, so a 5 of clubs left in the hand at the end of the turn is just 5 damage to all enemies, which is pretty good. Cloak and Diamond, gain 4 block, add a 6 block. Add a 4 of diamonds with Ethereal to your hand. 4 of diamonds is just 4 damage to the lowest HP enemy. Upgrades to be a 7 of diamonds. That's pretty good. Second chance. Deal 7 damage, remove 1 card. Repeat until you have 5 cards in hand. Sorry, deal 7 damage, draw 1 card. Repeat until you have 5 in hand. So I would need a way to, like, get rid of cards in my hand in order for second chance to be good. I don't have that yet, but how would I even go towards that? Because all of these cycle. This draws a card. This gives you a card. This draws you up to 5. This draws a card. So I have nothing that's allowing me to have a card deficit so that second chance is actually effective for us. Let's take the 5 of clubs here. AoE is always nice. So here we can see a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. So I could start mulliganing 2s to try and find a 5. We have only 2 5s in the entire deck, so it's not super likely that I hit it. See, if I hit the 5, then I have a straight, and a straight is plus 200% to my showdown power. That said, we also have relatively low cards in hand, so my showdown power is bad anyway. Probably get rid of the 2 of clubs. It's my only pair right now. So if I get rid of the 2, I could draw a 1 or a 5? No, 5 doesn't complete it. A 1 or a 6. No, we don't have any 6s. So I can only draw a 1 from a 2 of clubs being thrown in order to get my straight. It's not impossible. Now it is. That said, this will give me enough block to be pretty comfortable. Hey, we actually now have no straight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Oh well. Still have enough block, it's fine. That's all I really needed to worry about. Block first, damage later. It's showtime. Cool. And then hard mull. Looking for ideally lethal as well as healing, and we got lethal as well as healing. 3 of spades is too bad. Manipulation. For the next X turns, gain 2 energy. You may increase the rank of 1 poker card by X. Upgrades not to exhaust. So yeah, the rank is the number of symbols on the poker cards. The showdown effect is proportional to the rank. Which makes sense here. Manipulation. Not that good, actually. For the next X turns, gain 2 energy. That's really good, though. Alright. Fine, we'll take it. Relic? 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 Hey, Relic! That's really good! Art of War. If you don't play any attacks during your turn, gain additional energy next turn. We very rarely play attacks. We have 1 in the entire deck. Healing? Healing or defense, both would be really good here. 9 of clubs. That's pretty big. Your spades give you 2 block next turn as an additional showdown effect. Okay. Waste collection. Fetch 3 poker cards ranked 3 or less from your draw pile. They have double showdown effect for this combat. All right, so they're effectively 6 costs. Or 8. Neat. So you do want to remove low-cost cards from your deck. So like 1 of diamonds, 1 of spades, 1 of clubs. You want to remove those just so that, because their showdown effect is really, really bad. But you also want to make sure that you maintain the ability to construct good hands. So like if every card in your deck is, a different suit and none of them are connected in any way, right? So there's like a 2, a 4, and a 6, and an 8 of different suits. That's not going to create any hands. It's a bad time you're about to have. But this can create a straight. It can create a straight with these. It can create a 3 of a kind. It can create a 3 of a kind here. It can create a 4 of a kind with all the 2s. It's got some stuff going for it. Take the 9 of clubs and then just pass, I think, here. Do I want to get 2 early upgrades? We'll go for 2 elites. Kind of want to go for the 2 elites. I'm greedy. I'm like real greedy. Oh, manipulation on the first turn. Whew. And we can even rank up the hearts a lot here, which will just heal me a lot this turn. If I rank up anything else, the enemy wakes up this turn, so I rank up hearts. What? Did I have a poker hand last turn? I could have sworn I didn't. So I should have only dealt... What? I don't know about that. Yeah, fly me defense. That'll do. Don't really want to trump strike, but okay. Aw. Hands gradually got worse that entire time. Ah, well. At least we still got a decent block. Yikes. I should probably get the low cards out of my hands before I do anything here. Ugh. Stop. I mean, if I had a 5 in this hand, it'd be a straight, but I guess I'll take the chance. Straight me. Straight me. Hey! So now we have a straight plus 200%. Now that's effective. 36 damage. 12 block overall in that turn. Yeah, could have been a lot worse. Alright. Let's try and end up with a relatively good hand. So if we get actually... What benefits me most here? None of these, I'll tell you that much for free. That's lethal, though. 3 of a kind. Thank you for the extra 5. 8 of diamonds. Oof. I didn't even read Club Strike. Ryan, this is a new character. You have to read the things. Drawing 2 cards is really good, but it's Showtime only costing 1 is also really good. Bad Joker gives us a 3rd choice. Manipulation, I actually don't even want that left in the deck. Mulligan's also pretty good at a 0 cost. Mulligan being a 0 cost is incredibly important. Worst case scenario, you just play it, discard nothing, and it replaces itself. Alright, I'll make that 4 higher. It's good damage. I don't get the effect of the extra hearts here. But it'll also combo better with other things that I have available to me. So I get 7 block this turn and 8 damage. The problem is, these are poker cards, but I don't think they trigger Enrage, so I should be able to mull. Yeah, I can mull. Beautiful. Pretty garbage hand. 2 pair. Neat. It's probably the best our hand is going to get. I could get another 4... 5? No. I could get another 2 and have a 3 pair, but that's actually pretty bad. I'll take this hand. It's fine. Defends me for all but 5. That's totally okay. No pairs, but it's pretty good damage. Throw the worst cards in hand. I'm just looking for like a large amount of block, ideally, if we can get it. I mean, or 20 damage. That'll work too. Popped him. Ancient Tea set. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 extra energy. Gain 13 block and discard 2 cards. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that ideally would work with the other card that we saw earlier that I can't remember the name of that repeats its effect until you have full hand. He's also a poker cards in your hand. Deal 10 damage to a random enemy for each of them. Yeah. All of those seem like specialist builds that we'll get into later. Happy Flower, every 3 turns gain an energy. We have a lot of energy cheat in this deck already, so we could actually, like, ignore. Ooh. Deal 30 damage, gain 3 strength and 3 dex. That's right, 20 damage. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't have dex-related cards here, but we'll see if that affects with Showdown. Not a great turn, not a bad turn. I mean, he killed everyone on turn 1, but that is not good at all. Flying card, gain 3 block and deal 3 damage for each card generated this combat. Well, that synergizes with Flip Table ridiculously, but we only have 1 card generation in this entire deck. I think we make that our sub-theme, take Flying card. Heal up here and then go for another elite? Sure, don't mind if I do. That's bad though. Hand. All right, it's showtime. Okay, that gets us a pairing at least. I couldn't have done that first because it's an X-cost card, right? So wouldn't have worked. So it's really important these days to get burned as they get added to our deck. That's why the deck case exists. Because if you can't generate a full hand, you're screwed. This is extremely screwed. So I get no block this turn, but I deal 22 damage to all enemies because of all of the 2s in our hand. I think I need to mull the 8 of diamonds until they end up with a big block card. That's not going to do it. Oh god, nothing good left in the deck either. Like, best pull is 4 of spades at this point. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna try something. Yeah, that didn't work. I was seeing whether or not that would increase the damage from the showdown on the clubs, but it doesn't. Damn. Did it? Why did the frontliner die? The frontliner shouldn't have... What? I don't know about all that, though. There's something I missed. There has to be. Anyhow, enemy's dead. We can move on. The boot. Whenever you deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, not showdown damage, increase it by 5. 8 of diamonds. Just like get real high cost cards in my entire deck. I think that's what I'll do for my first build. A 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of clubs. That's real good for us right now with how this is being... Did you just say Exodia? But it said Exordia? What? Strange. Alright, this only gets 4 more damage, right? 4 more damage and 1 more strength and 1 more dex. But the strength and dex don't matter. Or they do, but I don't understand how. It gets weird. Well, I don't need to block this turn, and the 8 of spades gets us a second pair. And this is 31 damage to the enemy on turn 1. That's pretty good. Nothing to turn yours up at. That said, how many more 2s or 8s do I have in this deck? 1 8, 3 2s. I can end up with a full house. Full house increases my effect by an extra 100% here. All right, fine. This isn't dissimilar to my previous hand. There's the 2. $50 damage in a single turn's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3, space 5, 6. We have 2 4s left in the deck. All right. Flying card is a problem. It was a giant mistake to put that in this deck. The fact that it doesn't draw another card means that it's really difficult for me to use. Ideally, I just need as much damage as possible in my hand. Oh, that'll do. Even if it weren't a pair, but it is. I think we just do that again. Good business, that. 2 4s in hand. I guess we start with the Trump Strike, because we always do. Also, the Trump Strike got a lot better when we added the 2, 4, 5, and 6 into our deck. So that's just 5 extra cards for the sake of the Trump Strike. Alright. If it's lethal, can hardly complain with it. Royal Strike. Discard a poker card. Deal damage equal to 5 times the rank of it. We were going for like a high build, but now we're kind of just going for actual poker hands. Also, flying card was a mistake and flip table was a mistake. I should probably remove those. Let's get the 9 of diamonds. Ace card. Rank 1 poker cards cost 0 and give you 2 block when played. That's real good. I also don't think we need extra energy. Upon pickup, transform 3 cards and upgrade them. Could transform them into pretty bad cards. Take ace. I mean, we do have 3 1s in the deck. 3? 3 1s, yeah. We can have as many 1s in the deck as we want at this point as well. In fact, they're all good for us. If we can get ways to generate... Wow, it's like a 1 elite path here no matter what I do. If we can get ways to generate 1s, then we're really cooking with something. Might be gas, might not. Who knows? That'll be decided at the time. Bad Joker. 1 that cycles itself. But 2 9s in the hand at the same time. Pretty good. Okay, I'll showtime. Cool. And then I'll manipulate the 2 of spades. So now I have 2 pair in hand. And I deal more! Yeah! That worked out real well. 2 clubs? No. Spades? No. Oh, that's garbage. Yeah, more max HP is real good. This character does start real low on it. 52, I mean, it's thematic. I'll give it that. It's thematic. Probably want to It's Showtime while I still have the 2 of hearts in hand. Two, 4, 5, 8, 9. Yeah, that's never gonna be great. I will just end the turn here. Pretty good damage. 10. Ah. Excellent. Generated 0 cards so far, so that's not gonna work. I guess I just go for a big manipulation on that. Not gonna get much block this turn, unfortunately. Let's mull all of the lowest things. We're looking for lethal definitely this turn. 24 to the enemy, that's already it. That'll already do it. Poor copy. Upon pickup, choose one. Draw 1 card, or copy a poker card from your hand and reduce the rank of the copy by 1. So this is really good for constructing straights out of... Oh my god. Have I... Did I actually say what each of the hands? I definitely didn't, did I? Okay. So one pair have obviously a pair of cards that have the same value. So these are each one. Two pairs of cards that have the same value. So like a 1 and a 1 and a 2 and a 2. Three of a kind, 3 ones, as you might expect. Straight. A straight is no matter what suit they are sequential in numbering, right? So 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, or a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Both of them straights, right? As long as they're sequential and unbroken. Can be in any color. Then there's the full house. Full house is 1 3 of a kind and 1 2 pair. Sorry, 1 3 of a kind. 1 3 of a kind and 1 pair as well. Then there's 4 of a kind, obviously 4 of the same card. 5 of a kind, 5 of the same card. And a flush is all of the cards in your hand are the same suit. So if this is a 1 of spades and a 4 of spades and a 10 of spades and 1 of spades and a 2 of spades, that's a flush. Savvy? No pairs. Absolute nothing. So now we have access to 1 pair at the very least. Defend for 7 more. Defends me almost entirely. I don't know how much more optimistic than we can get. Yeah, pretty optimistic. Hey! Defenses for full. I'll take it. So we have 2 pair here, but those clubs are actually just real garbage. Oh, God. Is there a 6 in this deck left? There is not. Okay. So I don't have the ability... Oh, wow. I would need a 7 as well. Never mind. So, are they triggered in this order, right? So, does the 5 of clubs go off first and deal 5 damage to all enemies? So this enemy has 6 HP, and then the first 6 damage from the diamonds goes to the mystic, and then the rest of the 30 goes to the centurion. Let's see. Seems to have worked like that. Secret Dealer is real good. Like, it's really... Draw is incredibly important here. You can have a hand full of cards and then just choose the 5 that make the best poker hand. Your options are way more important here than possibly in every other scenario. We top Dylan it. Ooh. That'll do. A solid 3 of a kind in this hand. Hell of a lot of damage in AoE right there. So 8 goes to walls. You take 8, and then you take 12. Again, this should work. But in case it doesn't, I'll upgrade that, and now I have 2 pairs, so it's definitely gonna work. The nuances of this character are... they continue to evade me at this point in time. They will not forever, however. Yeah, Secret Dealer just needs an upgrade. I should have just had 2 Secret Dealers in the deck. Do I want to keep the 4s as like a base to work with? You know what? I just play Flip Table first, then I mulligan just the 3. Secret Dealer. And now I have a 4 and a 4 and a 4. Bad Joker. That's a 4 of spades. Now I have a 4 of kinds. So I'm generating 24 block and I'm doing 63 in AoE this turn. So I choose 2 cards to discard first. I forgot about that. Forgot that I was doing that. That's fine. I can discard some of the AoE and I'll still be okay. I'm just gonna Showtime you. Regal Pillar, whenever you rest, heal an additional 14 HP. 15 HP. I think I was reading 4 on the screen at the same time. So if I can manipulate something to increase it by 3 to make a really good effect here, I should just do that. I mean, I can get the diamond. Yeah, let's do that. So now I have the single pair. I'm only going to be blocking for 5 this turn, but I deal a pretty significant amount of damage. Now, Pointy is dead to basically anything. Our lower decks shouldn't mean anything to us at this point. You want a 6 or a 2? 6. Forms a pair anyway. Okay, so I keep my 9s, my 6s. I throw the 2. Throw the 5. Throw the 5. Throw the 3. Just to see if we could get anything better overall, but that'll do it. Red Mask. At the start of each combat, apply 1 weak to all enemies, as well as hidden card. Fetch a poker card from your discard pile, and gain block equal to its rank. Ooh. Ooh. It's pretty good. I mean, I have enough energy to use it as well. 9 block as well as get the most impactful card from your discard pile. But not even the most impactful, you can just get something to complete your combo in hand. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, talked me over. Bottled Poker. Upon pickup, choose 3 poker cards. Start each combat with 3 cards in your hand. So... a 9, a 9, and a 9, or an 8, an 8, and an 8. Are you kidding me? Oh, damn it. Well, we take an 8 and an 8. No. We take a 9 and a 9 and another card as an 8. Because then we just upgrade that card and then we have 3 9s in our opening hand, which is pretty ridiculous. 9 of diamonds, 9 of clubs, and the only other one closer, the diamonds as well. So that means that we're kind of locked up in what we do here, right? The 9 of diamonds, the 8 of diamonds get upgraded, and now our opening hands are really impactful in terms of damage, and the enemies are weakened on the first turn as well, so it's nice to see that. I mean, I'm not going to get much better than a full house. Complete incredible damage as well as I only take 1 myself. I was about to say complete block there, as you can tell, but it wasn't. I don't need to block this turn at all, so happy to get rid of that. 2, 2, 2. Yeah. Leaves me to heal a decent amount that turn. And then I'll just kill the enemy next turn. Yikes. Card printer. Start your turn, shuffle a non-heart rank 3 poker card into your draw pile. Can be upgraded 7 times. Oh my god. That's really good for flying card, but just so bad in general. How am I gonna get 7 upgrades on it? You gotta get that real early and build around it like a Searing Blow or something like that. I want to build a deck that does this exclusively, but it's way too late for me to build it. I'm gonna leave the 4 of spades in hand. Yeah, lame. Just needed to leave the 4 of spades in hand. So that I needed to leave the 4 of spades in hand, so that I was guaranteed to be defended regardless of what happens there. 2 pair. It'll do, and most likely our next hand is lethal anyway. See? Sharpen. Draw 1 card. So the upgrades for a lot of the powers draw a card for you as well, which helps mitigate the effect of having to play a power and not having a full poker hand. Your diamonds deal 2 more damage during showdown. We don't really want our diamonds to deal more damage. Ideally, our clubs deal more damage. The fact that diamond is just like a downgraded club is something that I look at and go, huh? You do start with fewer clubs, like a 1 and a 2, whereas you start with 1 to 5 of diamonds. But that early event has turned up in every run that I've had. So I've always had the 1 and 2 as well as 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I guess that's why I value it weirdly. Take the 1 of spades though. Hidden card definitely needs an upgrade as well. Getting 9 blocks suddenly is pretty good here. Showtime. And then at the end of my turn, showtime again. It's perfect. All right. Now, ideally, what we do is upgrade all of these to 10, but the impact is so small and it takes so long to do that I just... not gonna. Trump Strike drawing an extra card is pretty good. Remember, card draw is the most important thing to us. Yeah, that's pretty good. So looking for AoE here, ideally. AoE. AoE. I can upgrade 1 card by 3 right now, so if I upgrade the 2 of diamonds, I end up with a 3-pair in hand. Pretty good. 3 of kind, rather, sorry. In my defense, 3 pairs should be a thing. You would need, you know, extra space in hand to do it, and then it wouldn't work with the nomenclature of 1 pair and 2 pair, but it should be for bad reasons, not good reasons. Well, that'll have to do. It's gonna be a while before I start perfecting bosses as his character, I'll tell you that. Get a 3, so I have a 3 of a pair. Yeah, let's get a 3. And then Secret Dealer. Trump Strike. Guess I'm looking for more 3s now. Alright, that'll do. Heck, you'll have to. Next hand, Lethal? No? Lethal? Ooh, 10 of diamonds. Lovely. Always quite a big fan. Also, the enemy's dead. Alright. 10 of spades. It's pretty big. Wildcard, choose 1 from all poker cards to add into your hand. Well, that's ridiculous, especially upgraded. Duplicate, choose a poker card in your hand, add a copy of that card into your hand. That's also pretty good for us, considering how many high-cost cards we have. Especially if we can get that in the opening hand. I'm gonna try it. 2 less cards to choose from. We probably don't care about potions. We didn't use a single potion that entire floor. It didn't hamper us even slightly. This gives me the diversity of later deciding if I actually want to go... Oh, hang on. I get to upgrade this by... Oh, hell yeah. 4 of a kind! Goodbye, enemies! Oh, that's so good. Exhaust a card from your hand. If it's a poker card, gain energy equal to its rank. You're down 2 cards after you do that, and then you have to draw a bunch more, but yeah. If you're into it, I guess. That'll do. Finish him. Raise. Draw 1 card. You may increase the rank of 1 poker card by 1. There's no reason not to take that. Especially because it says you may, so I presume that means that I don't have to. Panache would be triggered like every turn here if I wanted it to. Deal X damage. Add X random poker cards into your hand. Ooh, that would be really powerful at high levels of mana as well. We do have a lot of mana in this deck, ideally. But still, yeah, I don't know about that. X damage on an X cost card is really hard. Really, really hard to justify. Juicy Bracelet normally enemy counters and no longer encountered in question mark rooms. I don't have any debuffs in my entire deck, so I probably don't consider the Clockwork Souvenir at all. Card removal here would probably just be the Two of Hearts. Yeah, it's actually kind of getting in the way at the moment. Let's take the Juicy Bracelet as well. I think we skip the rest. So now I have non-combat spaces in all of my question marks. Thank you, Juicy. No, Madness leaves me with a hand deficit, so I can't really afford it here. Just remove some max HP. Alright. Ooh, okay, things are getting good. I mean, we don't have lethal this turn, but God, it's such good damage. Not only do we have defense, but again, such good damage. Ugh, yikes, we're gonna have such a bad hand, regardless of what I do. Yikes. Let's raise that, and then use manipulation on this, and now at least I have a pair in hand. Ouch. Very, very ouch. Alright, bad Joker, find me a... I guess I'll take the 10. I need to attack the enemy this turn, actually. Ooh, good. Otherwise, the extra block that I got doesn't really mean anything. Okay. 5 of diamonds. I'll duplicate that. Throw the 3. Nice. That'll work for the moment. That's lethal already, right? It's especially lethal now. I definitely don't need to do any of this right now. Whew. 1 of clubs? It just cycles. It just cycles. Duplicate does need to be 1 cost. It's a little expensive at the moment. If I did go to the shop, what would I remove at this point? Probably Flying Card. Yeah, Flying Card's real bad for us. We should do that. You should just do that. 10 block on turn 1 is actually really powerful. Showdown bonus from a straight is doubled, so if you're building into straights, you can go for that, obviously. Where was it? Ah, Flying Card, there we go. Anchor is pretty good. So the enemies are all weak on turn 1, as well as I have 10 block on turn 1. So that means a lot of the time I can just be as aggressive as I'd like on turn 1, which is good, because I have a lot of aggression in my opening hand, because of the poker player, bottle poker. Mango, raise max HP by 14. That is incredibly, incredibly important here. This character kind of languishes without all that max HP, which is the fun new way I've decided to say HP. Oh, yes. Woo, if that's not the absolute best we could have gotten. 4 of a kind. Lovely. Deal 6 damage, apply 1 weak. Was trickery there as well, by the way. Upgrade all cards, you can only heal. I mean, I'm doing that. My opening hand is now 3 10s. Get a duplicate in there and just go absolutely wild with it. I'm gonna get another 10 just in case. Ooh, Transient is gonna be a rough time, I think. Especially because all of my best cards are in my opening hand. I hadn't considered how much of a problem that would be against enemies where you wanted to delay damage against them, but I probably should have, clearly. Oh, come on. I shouldn't have mulliganed trying to draw anything else that turn. Oh, no. I just lost all my best cards. I'm actually really tempted to use the power potion right now. I'm actually a little scared. I'm a little scaredy. Yeah. We scored 2 pair or better, and we are going to score 2 pair or better, so we deal enough damage this turn. We just leave this hand. There is something satisfying about watching the enemy lose so much to Shackled. And so slowly as well. 2, 3, 4. I'll probably mulligan the low cards here, right? Wait, that 2 of diamonds was still 0 cost. Would it still have cycled? Does it count as a rank 1 card, despite the fact that I upgraded it? Was it any rank 1 card at the time that I got ace card? It can't have been, because my other rank 1 cards I got after that. Oh, so the rank 1 cards I got after getting ace card are not affected anymore, but the rank 1 cards I had before I got ace card are. That's weird. That's weird and makes no sense. I have some kind of straight in this hand. I just have to figure out where it is. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That'll do it. Have I got an 8 in here? No. Just 3 cards as guard. Right? Yeah. Whew. Things are still looking a little bit okay for us right now, but that could suddenly turn in either of these last turns. Okay, Bad Joker gets me a 9, and then I'll raise that 9. And then I'll duplicate that. So now I have good damage. Then I'm just going to manipulate a card that's already a 10, because I want the extra energy, but I don't want to break up my 2 pair, because my 2 pair is the only reason that I'm dealing a bunch of damage here. And it's the only reason due to the fact that I have Gambler form out, so I have 200% more effective with Showdown if I have 2 pair or better. Right, so we can mulligan a lot this turn. Yeah, that didn't give me block, so it just set to 0 with the ace card. That's so weird. All right, I'm gonna try and go higher. That's good. That's also good. That's enough damage to prevent the enemy from hitting me. It's good enough. Yeah, without Gambler's form, we definitely would have lost that fight. That said, we didn't. It's good enough for me. Excuse me? This card doesn't have an upgrade. Because it was a draw 2 cards, exhaust 1 card when I saw it when it was unupgraded, but now it's upgraded and it's still that. Excuse me, I would like to report a bug. Hey, got him. Extremely got him. Oh, look at all that. Don't top deck at a 10. Right. If I top decked a 10 there, that was actually going to be really sad. I hate to it's showtime with such a bad hand, but hands aren't getting that much better right now. Take the 3 of spades, and then I'll manipulate the diamond. So I still have my 3 of a kind, and I still get full block this turn. At the cost of the rest of my deck being slightly worse, mind. Now, if I had 5 cards in hand and they were all the same suit, I'd be in absolute heaven right now. If only I also had, by the way, a 4. 4 of clubs, because then I would have a flush and a straight. Always a good time, that. Well, I found the 4, but unfortunately, in order to get it, I had to get rid of the 2. Oh, hang on. I can hidden card it back. That ain't even worth it, though. Maybe, but let's see if we can just naturally get it first. Yeah, I can naturally get it. Oh my god. Two, 3. Okay, so it's a 5 and a 3. And we get a straight flush. Love it. Alright, so we'll raise the 2 of spades, and hopefully we end up drawing a 7, I guess. No, didn't get it. I guess we're going for pairs of 6s now, if that's possible. Oh, let's just go for the highest cost cards we can find. Joker. Let's go for a flip table here. Manipulation to bring back a... Not a 9, don't have a 9. It's fine. I'll bring back... It doesn't matter if I have any defense. So just a 2 of clubs. Then I'll manipulate the 8 of spades so that I actually have some pairs. Alright, fine. Trump strike goes out. Got a 2 pair available at this point. I think I just have to kill this turn, so I'm looking for more aggression, so I throw away my defense. This is getting harder to do. Okay, never mind. Now we're fine. Beautiful. The full house plus all the high cost cards. I mean, it's just great. Hey, more max HP. Club dance. Choose 1 of 3 random clubs to add to your hand. It has ethereal. And here I'll rest. Get as high on. Oh. Of course. We're not allowed to do that. I know when I got to that rest side, I was like, yeah, I'll rest here. Wait a second, there's something stopping me from resting. I was thinking it must have been something like Coffee Dripper, but it's Mark of the Blue. So I have the ability to rest, but it does nothing. And therefore should not be done. 2, 6. Do I want more 6s or more 7s? Guess I want more 6s. Let's upgrade the 6 of spades. And now it's time to just use all my potions. Alright, let's flip this table. I don't need the full block here. I don't need the full block here. I literally can't do anything with that. I guess I could take the full block here. I don't need the full block here. Damn it! Still ended up with a full block. So ideally I was gonna get something like another 10. I think I do have another 10 in the deck. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're looking for a 3 or an 8 off of these. I also don't want to die though, so. Do I commit? I'll commit. Hey, we ended up with a 3. So now we have a straight. Unfortunately, we're still going to take a lot of damage. I didn't put enough block in this deck. That's a big problem that I oftentimes seem to find when I play this character, that I just don't block enough. Probably should be blocking more so I block enough, but I didn't. 6 of spades. Mulligan that out of the hand. Try and find something useful to actually duplicate here. The enemy is attacking for a pretty significant amount. I'm going to get that 7 of spades. Then I'm going to duplicate the 7 of spades. So we didn't end up showtiming that turn, but also wasn't going to be good. 2 3s. I do get 20 block this turn. I can hardly turn that down. Alright. That'll work. End up with a full house at the very end of all of that. 20 incoming. Definitely Trump strike first. I'm gonna mulligan all of these and duplicate the 7 again. Yeah, I think I'm constructing a deck that can actually win this fight on the fly. Alright, I'm gonna showtime before I get something really bad in hand. Huh. Never mind, that would have been good. Do I take the 9 of spades here or the damage? I think I take the 9 of spades. That said, I don't need it this turn. I'm already well defended. Haha! Upgrade 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get myself a straight. Lovely. Hidden card. Well, I definitely hidden card back at 10. Yeah, that's already lethal on the enemy, so I'll just flip table and kill. All right. Got a hell of a lot of extra energy. I'm loving it. Yeah, they're a pair, but I don't want the 2s, ideally. Hell of a lot of damage to make there. All right. 2, and then... How can I best defend this turn? Raise the club and then manipulate the 8 of spades, and I end up with a 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind gets us a plus 100%, plus 100% on a 10, 20. Yeah, we actually just don't live right now. So life is pretty, I can get a straight instead. If I now... Well, now if I manipulate the 8 of spades, I actually have 4 of a kind, and that's good enough. But it wasn't going to be before. Damn it. And then I was going to manipulate, I think, the 6 of clubs, and it was going to become a 9, and I was going to have a 6... Where's my 6 coming from? I had a 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, never mind. I didn't even have a straight. Just go. Best defense I could generate that turn, and I'm still dead. I actually thought I was going to still be alive. To be entirely honest with you, I was pretty sure I was still alive there, which is why I didn't continue digging down the rest of the cards. That said, a pretty good showing for my first time playing this character on camera, and I think 4th time overall. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire Modded. Welcome back. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this game, past, present, and future, as well as, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't go over this at the top. The Poker Player is made by Selikath. Credits include H. Symbol for the original game and Rita Bernstein for the ZHS translation. Adds a character called the Poker Player who fights with his own rule inspired from poker. Has 87 cards and 13 relics. Has 2 options in the config to... don't need to read the rest of this. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody, blah, blah, blah. There's also a link in the description down below to the Steam Workshop collection where you can pick up all of the mods played in the series past or in the future, now including the Poker Player. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.